This segment we're going to look at our heater system, and in this particular instance we're going to look at our mode doors or our blend doors and so on like that. There is 1, 2, 3 different doors that we can actually control to either allow the air to come out of the defrost, the bi-level, that's the center of your dashboard that we like for air conditioning, and then with these ones closed it's going to force it to come out the bottom underneath where it will get our feet then on that. So by operating these doors we can again decide if the air goes up on the windshield, out in our face, or down on the floor then by closing these off. And then over on this side we have the operation of a door here possibly that we can either get air from outside, and that's fresh air, or we can take this and open this up, which closes off the bottom, and that gives us air from inside the automobile there. That's our recirculated, but as we can see it defaults to outside air. That way we don't suffocate in our car. To make these doors operate, in this case we have this solenoid pack that when we turn our dial on our actual dashboard, it's going to go in and it's going to command these vacuum solenoids off or on. With that we can see 2 prongs on each one of these guys. One is a source, so that's manifold vacuum from our engine, and then if the solenoid's in the right position it'll allow vacuum to come out the other side. So again, these are servos, vacuum operated ones on this. If I take this handheld Mighty Vac, and this I can make vacuum with, and if I go to one of these devices on there and I'm going to pick out the yellow wire, and there is diagrams also that you can get off of manufacturer specifications, but if I apply vacuum to this yellow one, we should be able to see this door here, which is our bi-level, open up, and now we would have a lot of air coming out, and that's usually our AC system that we love that one to be on. So again, a vacuum source to these vacuum servos will do that. Of course I can release the vacuum and it goes closed, so it's closed off with no vacuum. It's defaulted to no vent, no floor, and it is open in this area right here for defrost so that our window will get clean even in case something's broke on this. That was yellow. If I went to the orange one and I applied vacuum to the orange one, we could see the recirculating door open up on that. This one's usually limited to about 10 minutes though, so that we can then get fresh air back into the car to help prevent suffocation and so on there. If I go to my brown one, this brown one leads up to a dual action servo, and this servo here will do 2 different ways on our defrost. And right now our defrost is halfway open, but if I apply vacuum to the brown hose, the servo comes out and it moves a door underneath then to make it go a little more. It directs a little more to it then. As we can see here, opened up, so I've got defrost and bi-level on this one there. Then if I go over and I'll go to the opposite side of this servo, and if I go to a red one, we can see the defroster door close off, so nothing's coming out the dashboard in this case. There it's halfway open, and if I go to the other side of the defrost servo, we can see it opens up all of the way, giving us maximum AC or defrost on that then to clear our windshield off. So that's our vacuum servo operation. And if we look real quick at the side of one of these, and again we can test these with just by applying a vacuum to them. And let's pick out this one that is of a dual system here then. We can see 2 hoses, rubber bladder, and it's going to pull the diaphragm this way, moving the rod, which then moves the fulcrum that way, or we apply it this way. Now in this case here, I'm hooked up to the blue one. The blue hose leads up to this guy right there, and if I do this, we can see that guy happen there then and move him halfway. If I go to the other side on red, we can see I can move him the other way, and of course that gives me full defrost in that point right there. So again, you can go in very easily and test these servos if you think you have a direction problem of your heat or your air conditioning.